Good day, I'm Lorraine Mendez, and this is your JIS News for Tuesday, January 7. Cabinet has now transitioned to a paperless system as government continues to streamline access to information across the public sector. During their first meeting of the new year on Monday, all ministers received secure laptops to facilitate the electronic upload and dissemination of confidential cabinet papers. The devices were specially procured and designed to ensure cybersecurity, durability, and easy user interface. Prime Minister Andrew Holness says the system will reduce the lengthy task of printing and collating multiple cabinet submissions, as well as the cost of transporting these to each minister.
What we're doing today is an important aspect of that digital transformation, which is to finally change the business process for cabinet documents, to make them digital, to make them more accessible, and give a kind of real-time access to cabinet documents.
Prime Minister Holness says immediate benefits of the new platform include increased efficiency, accessibility, security, and cost-effectiveness. The Department of Correctional Services, DCS, has expanded its rehabilitation and capacity building program by providing scholarships for inmates and officers to access degree programs. The DCS secured the arrangement through the signing of a Memorandum of Understanding (MOU) with the University of the Commonwealth Caribbean (UCC) and Stand Up for Jamaica on Monday. Under the MOU, UCC will facilitate 5 full scholarships valued at $300,000 each per year for 2 years. This will begin on January 11. The DCS will provide the appropriately equipped lab, books, materials, and student support services, while Stand Up for Jamaica will meet the cost of non-tuition fees. 4 inmates will be allowed to sit an associate degree in business administration online at the St. Catherine Adult Correctional Center, accompanied by an approved correctional officer who is also awarded a scholarship. National Security State Minister Rudyard Spencer says the opportunity is life-changing, not just for the inmates, but also their families and wider society.
Today's signing shows that we understand the limitations and hear the cries of the offenders who face difficulties qualifying for employment opportunities because of education limitations. Therefore, we are increasing the marketability of inmates and officers by providing sustainable scholarships and grants through worthwhile partnerships.
The department's partners say the MOU is a commitment to making a difference to Jamaica's socio-economic development.
The vision is to build this scholarship program to include more eligible inmates and other correctional facilities in due course.
We are trying, through Stand Up for Jamaica, to give them all the tools so that when they go out, they don't come back.
Health and Wellness Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton says a security audit of health facilities island-wide is now underway to provide services that are tailored to the entities. Minister Tufton was speaking at the signing of contracts to provide security services for facilities in the Southeast Regional Health Authority, SERA. The health minister says a critical area being looked at is a security infrastructure that is responsive to aggressive behaviors.
I am convinced that we have to find a way, even as we deliver the specific services contained within the contracts that we sign, the ability to de-escalate aggression beyond serving a particular security mandate as part of our job description. We have to provide leadership to try and change the culture of our people.
Minister Tufton recommends that the security officers being deployed receive specific training for the assignment.
We kind of want the type of example that we'll see a mother with a sick child or a father with a sick child, very emotional because it's a life and death situation, maybe getting aggressive, a reflection of our society, but the situation can be calm because they go through training. So I'm really encouraging that the training be specific to the assignment.
The health minister says billions of dollars are spent yearly to provide security services across health facilities. The Companies Office of Jamaica, COJ, is encouraging persons to use the Electronic Business Registration Form EBRF kiosk to register their business or company. The COJ says the kiosk, which is at its New Kingston office, is designed to accommodate persons without internet access or a computer. Public Relations Officer at the COJ, Kawayne Ferron, says it also helps to reduce the waiting time.
It has been beneficial to them because when they come to our office, they don't have to join the line. It allows them to just go straight to the kiosk, create an account, and register their business.
According to Mr. Ferron, the COJ will also be placing additional kiosks at the Constant Spring, Spanish Town, and Montego Bay tax offices, as well as the Jamaica Business Development Corporation JBDC office in Montego Bay.
What we're trying to do with the kiosk is that we are trying to have persons go to other locations to register their business so that everybody doesn't have to come to the Companies Office of Jamaica office to register their business or their company.
The National Solid Waste Management Authority NSWMA says it will be increasing awareness on the benefits of composting as a means of reducing the quantity of waste being collected from households. NSWMA Executive Director Audley Gordon says the authority will be partnering with the Social Development Commission and Rural Agricultural Development Authority RADA for the undertaking. Mr. Gordon was speaking at a recent press conference by the Ministry of Local Government and Community Development.
We'll go into every household across Jamaica if needs be, the schools, the churches, everybody, to talk composting. Why? Over 70% of what we currently take to a disposal site, based on our latest garbage characterization survey, over 70% is compostable. We don't need to be carrying such a valuable material to dump off somewhere when it has such good commercial value and is very good soil nutrients.
Composting is a form of waste disposal wherein organic waste such as food or plant material decompose naturally under oxygen-rich conditions. The NSWMA's executive director contends that in addition to composting, Jamaicans should continue to reduce, reuse, and recycle. He further encourages persons to containerize their refuse and keep them in a secure space for collection. And finally, the NSWMA is in the process of finalizing 3 seminal regulations to bolster its mandate as regulator of solid waste management. These are the National Solid Waste Management Disposal of Solid Waste Facilities Regulations, the National Solid Waste Management Disposal of Hazardous Waste, Electronic and Electrical Regulations, and the National Solid Waste Management Public Cleansing Regulations. This news was contained in the NSWMA's 2018-2019 annual report, which was tabled in the House of Representatives recently. The regulations will remove certain categories of hazardous material from Jamaica's waste stream and establish a licensing regime for the operation of solid waste facilities. The regulations will also ensure compliance by citizens, developers, and organizers of entertainment events and prohibit wanton discarding of solid waste from public and private vehicles. They will also prohibit littering as well as the deposit of solid waste and noxious substances in watercourses. The NSWMA annual report states that all consultations have been concluded for the National Solid Waste Management Disposal of Hazardous Waste, Electronic and Electrical Regulations. Final instructions are being prepared for submission to the Office of the Parliamentary Council through the Ministry of Local Government and Community Development. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Lorraine Mendez. Thanks for watching.